Mic checker, chicka. It's not son, baby. Yeah, on one time, baby. What? For your mind, baby. Yeah, we gon' shine, baby. And what we do, we gon' grind, baby. Yeah, what? And this is another episode, sold of Swingers After Dark. And this is your host, Nah son, baby. Here we go. What's good, family? What's good? You know, I'm ready to let my hair down. Hair that I don't have because I'm Mr. Baldy. I'm Kojak. You know what I'm saying? But hey, the ladies love it. The ladies love it. They love to rub my bald head. The one above my shoulders and the one below. You dig? But you know, have you ever had that one friend, that homie, that bestie? Like every time you speak to this person or text this person, this individual has a sob story. It's like this person is out of luck. They run out of good luck. They're bad luck. And it's like, damn, every time I contact you, speak with you, hit you up, it's always a sob story. You feel me? It's like, damn. Is there any light at the end of the tunnel when it comes to you? And now I know you want to be there for your friend. You know, you want to be the friend. You know, you want to be the crutch of your friend. You know, you want to be with your friend through thick and thin. But sometimes, you know, it's crazy because their problems become yours by proxy. And their problems, their issues that you subscribe to, you're subscribing to their issues, like a year-long subscription to their issues, and it's like bogging you down. It's like tell me some good news. Like I had this one homie, right? It got to the point where I told him, yo, it's like, don't hit me up until you got some good news to tell me. It's like, it got to that point, and I want to be there for the homie. I want to be there for my friends. I want to lift them up because I would want people to do the same for me. I would want people to do the same for me, but it's like, damn. It's like your whole life can be fucked up. Real talk. It's like your whole existence can't be one big quagmire. And yes, quagmire is my favorite word for the day. Look it up. And no, I'm not spelling it for y'all. Google that shit. But yeah, it's like, you know, you want to help your friend, but they have so much baggage to unload. And it's like, you know, the one thing that you could assist with your friend or friends, whether they're going through depression, you know, whether they're going through hard times, is don't give unsolicited advice or suggestions. Hear them out. You know, a lot of people know that they're fucked up or they know they're in a fucked up situation. So, you know, when a person contacts you, just listen. Listen and understand, and don't be so quick to judge. You understand me? Because everybody has a story. So it's better to just sit back and listen and understand where they're coming from. Even if you think that a lot of their bad luck is self-inflicted, it's still to listen. It's a good practice to listen to what people has to say instead of hearing to rebuttal. Like, that's a lost art. Listening is a lost art because everybody want to be right instead of getting it right. And that's not what a friendship is about. You understand me? A friendship is not trying to be right all the time. A friendship is coming up with a solution for the greater good for everybody involved. It's a solution and bringing forth an end game that everybody could say, okay, we got over this hurdle. And we did it together. It's not about being right. It's about getting it right. It's about correcting the errors. You know? And I said all that to say, you know, sometimes people are so fucked up, they're so miserable that their misery becomes contagious. And it's going to be a time where you just going to have to leave motherfuckers alone. You just going to have to leave people alone. Because it's nothing that you can do. And then they're so miserable that they want to make your life miserable. Because they see that you're doing your thing. And here you are being a friend You know, you helping them navigate this thing called life, and then they'll just turn around and try to fuck your shit up so y'all could be in the same boat. You may have that homie who try to fuck your girl, your woman, your wife behind your back. You may have that homegirl who may talk shit about you behind your back. Gossip, spread rumors. Tell your deep, darkest secrets to your enemies. But all the while, they claim they're your friends. You know? You may have that family member who try to sabotage everything that you got going for yourself. Spread nasty rumors, gossip, and innuendos. Don't want to support you and your endeavors. They don't want to spread the word. They don't want to assist you in whatever you got going on. You could be an entrepreneur. They don't have to spend a red penny. They could just share your links, your social media links, and your websites on their page. But because they're down on their luck, they don't want to do it. They rather talk slick. They be like, well, the only reason why you're successful because your daddy's rich. Like shit like that. And it's like, you know, people don't see the grind. People don't see the hard work. People don't see the grind. They see the end results of the grind and they become jealous and envious of that. And it's like, dude, if only you knew how many hours that I put into this endeavor. Like, this is not overnight. This is hard work. But people don't see that. And people jealousy and envy clouds their perception. And then the friendship becomes toxic because either your friend is in competition with you, which breeds jealousy, or your friends may want what you have, which breeds envy. You know? And sometimes you got to cut people off. Sometimes you got to cut people off. And it's going to get to that point where, you know, yeah, you can listen, but then your spirits, it's like your spirits are dying because you're listening to nothing but sob stories and your friend is not doing anything to help themselves. It's like this old proverb, God help those who help themselves. And I don't know if that proverb is real, but shit, it's real enough. Like, how can I help you when you don't even want to help yourself? And then when you try to help somebody who don't even help themselves, you bring yourself down in the process. You bring yourself down in the process because they don't want to progress. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. Yeah, I got that right. You know? And they want to bring you down. And it's sickening. It's sickening because you're doing your hardest to be the friend. But here's the twisted thing. It's like there's a thin line between being a friend and an enemy. I'm going to say that again. There's a thin line between being a friend and an enemy. Because you could do something good for your friend and then they'll see that as you trying to stunt on them. You know, they seeing that favor as condescension, like, you think you better than me. It's like, no, I'm striving to help you out. I'm striving to help out your situation. I'm being the friend. And it becomes a catch-22. Damn if you do, damn if you don't. If you don't help your friend, they see it as you neglecting them, abandoning them. But if you help them out, they see you as being condescending, grandiose. Like, you know, okay, I don't have shit, but who are you to help me out? As if you're better than me. And that's why I mean by sometimes you got to leave people alone. However, when you see one of your friends, you know that your friend is in a bad space, but you know that your friend is good-hearted. You know that your friend has drive, work ethic, ambition. You know, like when you jumpstart a car, it's going to move. You know, if you put gas in a car, it's going to move. You know, if you turn the ignition and shift the gears to drive, it's going to move. Whether it's the ignition, the engine, the gas, the tires, the car is good to go. And if you know that your friend is good to go, then there's no problem with helping out a friend in need. Because you know that your friend is not going to take your advice, suggestion, or your help in vain. It's not, I don't even call it help. Let me rewind. I don't even call it help. It's just being a friend. But people are so toxic. People have so much baggage that they don't even see as your duty as being a friend. They seeing it as you trying to stun on them, trying to one up them. And it's like, nah, I'm your homie. It's like, if I got it, you got it. If I got $1, I'm gonna get 50 cents and you get 50 cents. You know, if I got $1, either we gonna spend it together, or we gonna figure out how we gonna flip that. Turn that $1 to 5, 5 to 10, 10 to 15, 15 to 20, so forth and so forth. We in this together. You understand me? We in this for the long haul. And that's what being a friend is about. When a person who's down on their luck and they got the ability to turn potential energy to kinetic, potential energy turn into kinetic energy, then there's nothing wrong with, you know, giving your friend a much needed boost, a shot in the arm, because you know that your friend is going to hustle hard with whatever jewels or whatever you give that person. You understand me? They're not going to take what you told them or what you did for them in vain. They're not so damn insecure to the point where they're upset at you. They said, no, it's like, if you ask me, can you borrow $100? I'm going to give it to you because I know that you're not going to trick it off at the club or spend it on some trinkets. You know, you're gonna flip that 100, and I'm not gonna ask for it back. What you do with your money when you spread the seeds, and I see you reaping the benefits of the seeds that you sowed, then I'm gonna be satisfied from seeing the fruits of your labor. I get off on that. You don't have to give me shit, just your word that you're gonna do something with whatever I gave you. And that's what being a friend is about. I help you, and you help me. I give you a boost, you know, or I give you a boost and you give me a boost. Excuse me. You understand me? So it's like, I know I had a Freudian slip, and that's what we live in, an era of individualism, because being a friend is flipping that me into a we. You flip that M to a W. So instead of me, it's we, because we're in that together. We're in this together. It's all or nothing, baby. And when you be friends with somebody, when you become a friend and be the friend, when you turn that noun into a verb, into an action word, you make sure that it's worth it. Because once again, you don't want that friend to bring you down. You know? You don't want to drag yourself down in the process. Then y'all just two motherfuckers who don't have shit, because you too busy helping out your friend, and you already have a lot of things on your plate as is. You have your own struggles. You have problems of your own. And instead of rectifying and solving your own issues, you trying to take on somebody else's issues when you're in the same boat as them, instead of y'all using your heads to come up with a solution with the both of y'all. And that's why a lot of friendships deteriorate, crumble, destroy. That's why they crumble, because nobody want to communicate. Everybody want to get upset. Everybody's mad. They don't. A lot of people have piss poor conflict resolution skills. They don't know how to sit down and talk and build amongst each other to destroy negative feelings towards each other. They would rather go on social media, be messy, put each other on blast, sneak this, whether it's subliminals or they just outright say fuck you and tag your name on a post, instead of handling the situation privately. Because there's a lot of grown children out there. It's a lot of grown ass children out there, not adults. People are acting their shoe size, not their age. You know what I'm saying? And ladies, like, if you a big girl, like BBWs, make sure you act your bra size. Ow. Shout out to my 36 double Ds and 44 triple Ds and them late 30s and 40s. Whether it's D cups, E cups, F cups, G cups, H cups. I love them shits. I'm not a breast man, but fuck it. I love when them areolas look like my favorite pancakes. Yeah, dig. But back to the lecture at hand. But yeah, you know, make sure that the friendship is worth Not even the risk. Make sure that your friendship is worth the time and energy that you put into it. I don't say worth the risk, because when you're with somebody for the long haul, it's not a risk, because you trust that that person got your back the same way you got theirs. You know, it's like there's an old saying, like amongst men, it says, an old saying that says, I could trust my homie with my life, but not with my wife. But if that's your real homie, you could trust him with your life and your wife. You understand me? And that's what trust is about. That's what communication is about. And nowadays, the only time people know how to communicate is when it's something negative. People don't know how to communicate in a constructive manner. Everybody want to clout chase. Everybody want fame. It's like nowadays, somebody could be cool with you, and then the next day they throwing you under the bus just to get likes and reactions and comments and cheerleading responses. Nothing is sacred. People have no bro code. People have no guy code. People have no girl code. It's every man and woman for themselves. And when you get a friend that understand laws and codes of conduct, code of ethics, they understand that there's a code that goes into a friendship. That person is a keeper. You understand me? Because there's a lot of motherfuckers out there who ain't shit. And, you know, I'm at a time in my life where, you know, I'm at a point at my life where a red flag becomes a deal breaker, because I don't got time for the nonsense. And on that note, this has been another episode of Swingers After Dark, and this is your host, Not Son Baby. Check out my website at www.notsonblaze.com. That's www.nahsunblaze.com. And check out my ebook, You, Me, Us, Them, The Swinger Manifesto. It's on Nook, Kindle, iBooks, Google Play. Go get it. Shoot me an email at swingpodcast@gmail.com. That's swingpodcast@gmail.com. Hit me up with any questions or concerns that you may have. Rate, share, subscribe, and comment on this podcast. Dig. And on that note, until next time, peace. You know.